the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. Looking at the Bulls, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And already the grind of the new season starting to show. Shaq, how do you stay fresh for the long haul, both as a player and as just a massive individual?
Veteran guys, you got to know how to pace yourself. And minute restrictions, it really has become a bigger part of the game.
Yeah, I agree. So, injury histories always taken into account now. This is why you have to develop depth.
How do you stay fresh for the long haul?
Oh, man, I have this drink I put together.
Oh, really? What is it?
Oh, yeah. It's a little, I take tomatoes, right? And I squish them up, and it gets real like tomato sauce. And I put that in. And then I take kale salad. I put that in.
What are you making, spaghetti?
I put ginger in it.
Yeah.
Put that in. I put a little cayenne pepper in, a little bell pepper.
Sounds disgusting.
Ernie, he's making lasagna over there.
Sounds disgusting.
Can I get some of your lasagna?
Oh, man, it's the pepper. It makes you pep up.
Yeah, that'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Also gives you.
And in the early part of the season, Steve, teams are usually at their healthiest. How do you maintain that healthy factor throughout the long season?
I love what these organizations are doing, and also players individually.
The Bulls making a switch here. Days checked in.
The Detroit Pistons hoping for continued development from their young players. Recent seasons, some pretty high draft picks. They need those guys to make an impact.
On the floor for Detroit, Jackson and Bullock are the 1 and the 2. The big men are Griffin and Drummond. And it's Robinson in at the 3 slot. Valentine dishes today to the middle. And it's Carter missing. Well, the Pistons' recent draft history is subject to some criticism.
Yeah, even when they've drafted some good players like Dinwiddie or Middleton, they've traded them away. Finding value in the draft and then developing it is a huge part of NBA success.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Already his 2nd foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
The Bulls making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Jackson looking around.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
The Pistons have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And that one falls for Jackson.
And Reggie Jackson, a really solid first season and a half in Detroit, but the last 2 seasons, injuries have really held him back.
And not too long ago, Reggie Jackson signed a 5-year, $80 million deal. A lot of pressure on him to earn that money.
Done outside. Passes it today. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark. And Reggie Jackson in 2016-17 battling knee tendonitis. Last season, Greg, a severe right ankle sprain.
I mean, he's so important in terms of his impact for the Pistons. An athletic, physical player. When he's right, he can be a difference maker on both ends.
Parker passes today. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Valentine. Hands it from downtown. Valentine's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons, coming off that loss against the Nets.
And I know that's a game they'd like to forget. Sort of a tough day for them all the way around.
Sometimes you just have to erase a game from your memory and move on. And I believe they have, and they will recover. He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Pistons leading by 9. And the call will be against D. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Detroit, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Reggie Jackson, a great season and a half spent in Detroit. Since that time, injuries have slowed him down.
And Jackson dealing with knee tendonitis, Steve, then last season a serious ankle sprain.
Grade 3, as bad as it gets. One of the league's most imposing point guards. He's got to be right, though.
Stolen by Jackson. Pass break Detroit. It's tipped. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Day. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Day's got 5.
That's like a horse shot. 8 to go.
Outside Jackson. Here's Griffin. Here's Drummond. And he banks in the layup. He has 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here is Day. He's guarded by Bullock. And here is Valentine. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. Jackson dishes to Griffin. Outside Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Steve, we know you're not going to become an official anytime soon, but is there a rule you would change in the NBA right now if you could?
Yeah, I look at the zone defense. I would love to go back where you're guarding your guy in some form or fashion. I know when I played, there was totally different rules about the legal defense, and it was basically imaginary line right straight down the middle. If you crossed that line, you had to go and double team somebody. I look at it right now, there's teams that are so good, they're just kind of playing a zone, and it's forcing us to see teams take more three-point shots. Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Smith kicks to Lewis. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Outside Holiday. Lopez outside. That's a 2 from Parker, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And with Robin Lopez, you know he's going to look to move the ball when he can. Nice feed.
Now here is Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Galloway finds Lure. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Portis, the pass today. Back to Portis. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Pistons. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Robinson drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, it feels quite a while ago that the Bulls put up 72 wins in a regular season.
Well, the Warriors beat that mark 2 decades later, and that was a few years ago. But give the Bulls credit. They've been trying to put together a contender. It's just kind of hard to find another Michael Jordan.
Here is Day. Covered by Smith. Tipped away. Stolen by Robinson. In the corner, Smith with it. Shoots from 14, and it's blocked by Day. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 4 on the clock. Here's Robinson. Not going to go that time. Good D by Parker. Bulls trail by 10. And Holiday kicks to Day. Outside Portis. Pass to Parker. Out to the right wing. Here's Holiday. Hits the target from 18 feet. Smith with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Robinson. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Day. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability.
Pistons leading by 8. Smith surveying the D. He kicks it to Lure. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He's got the touch early. Coach, keep feeding him.
Cameron Payne's checked in for Jabari Parker. The Pistons have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
The new head coach of Detroit is Dwayne Casey. They're lucky he was available. He guided the Raptors to a franchise best 59 wins last season, and he was the coach of the year.
Lure against Portis. Day the pass to Portis. Over Lure. And Galloway pulls it down.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Day dishes to Lopez. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Taking a look here at numbers for Holiday, how he performed last season. He was around 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Back to Robinson. 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Lure can't hit. Bulls trail by 12. Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Good on both. 16 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Smith kicks to Lure. Shoots over Portis. Lure can't hit. Payne gets a wide open look. It's good from the top of the key. Payne's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, we've got a minute now. Let's hear what it was like for AI in his first NBA game.
I look back on it, and it was just a surreal experience, you know, getting the call up, joining the team. Everything happened so fast I didn't have time to, like, overthink it or overanalyze it. So it was a bit of a ride, but, I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way given the circumstances.
And that first game must have been a whirlwind for him.
Joining the team when he did with that much on the line, that's a lot.
Here is Robinson. Jackson kicks to Lure. Smith on the wing. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Jackson's got 26 points.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
And the foul on Glenn Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom 3 teams all have the same odds for the top 3 spots now. And it'll be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
Jackson kicks to Lure. Back to Jackson. Clock at 4. Shoots from the elbow. That one, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Griffin. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Griffin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
The Pistons went for it last season, bringing in Blake Griffin and trading away picks and players. Didn't work out the way they wanted, but they are determined to make a go of it. They're in a brand new building, and they hope that their moves in the future will draw fans back to the franchise. Kevin?
Good overview, David. Thank you.
The defense slow to react that time. Smith makes them pay using his quickness.
Here's Day. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Detroit leading by 11. Outside Jackson. Griffin against Holiday. Outside for Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Outside Jackson. Fires the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Jackson's got 29 in the game.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. Firing on all cylinders, putting this team in a good place.
Back to Holiday. Feeds to Day. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Robinson kicks to Griffin. Shoots over Portis. And there's another one for the Pistons.
When he's draining jump shots, it's hard to know what you want to do defensively. What do you take away?
Valentine passes to Day. Detroit with the rebound. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight. Smith right side. And there's another one for the Pistons.
You know, Blake Griffin, he gives you a little bit of everything offensively. Terrific court awareness.
And John Lure gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second foul. You don't want to pick up his 3rd in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
35 seconds left to play in the first half. Parker with no one around, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Parker's got 6 here in this quarter. Detroit leading by 14. Outside Griffin. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. .20 seconds left to play in the first half. Day kicks to Portis. The kick out to Holiday. The pass to Valentine. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Here's Smith. He's got 6. Passes it to Griffin. With 1 on the clock. And it's, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
You know, this is the discipline you need to play with. At this level, number of possessions matters.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Pistons ahead, up by 16. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Well, the first half for you, offensively, you were very efficient. What has been the key to get that done?
I think it's all about finding good shots. You know, you can't shoot a high percentage if you're forcing things, you know? So I've tried to be selective, and my teammates have done a good job getting me some easy looks.
Great job of letting the game come to you instead of forcing things. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Reggie Jackson has been sensational.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Bulls. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Chris Dunn is out there with D, and it's Valentine in at the 3. To the middle, here's Day. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So many metrics out there right now, Steve. One of the big ones, scoring efficiency. Who comes to mind in that area?
Well, you look at the percentage. Kevin Durant, the amount of shots he takes, he shoots with a high percentage. Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, I think also Anthony Davis is up there, being able to score at different areas, not just dunking the basketball, being able to score at all 3 levels. Those are some of the guys that shoot a high percentage.
Here's Griffin. They get it again. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Bulls have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Bobby Portis. At the line, the ball. One shot.
One shot.
Free throw good, Portis. And Andre Drummond, an incredible combination of size and athleticism. Steve, any players that he reminds you of?
You know, a young Dwight Howard. He's also been compared to a more athletic Moses Malone. Drummond's rebounding numbers back that up.
And Lure gets it to go. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Parker outside. He can't get it to go. And the Pistons now going the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The Bulls shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Here's Day. And the Bulls with another miss. Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Robinson up top, covered by Parker. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Pachulia kicks to Robinson. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his 1st foul. Justin Holiday's checked in for Chicago.
Justin Holiday.
Here's Robinson. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Smith on the wing. He's covered by Day. 3 on the clock. With a floater, and it's finished off by Smith as he lays it in. Smith's got 8 points.
A smooth play by Ish Smith. Under control off the pick, takes it himself.
Day, the pass to Levine. Kicks it to Day. Outside Holiday. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Stolen by Lure. Galloway finds Pachulia. That one good for 2. Pachulia's got 4 points this quarter.
Langston Galloway with a nice assist. Hopefully we can see more of this.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Detroit making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And Justin Holiday, a long-arm defender, Smitty, and the brother of All-Star Drew Holiday.
Kevin had his first consistent playing time with the Warriors title team in 2015. A 3-and-D player, still developing offensively.
Offensive rebound, and that one drops. That's 10 points for Smith.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Day kicks to Portis. Inside. And Day gets it to go.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They host the 76ers after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Galloway taking his time here. Clock at 4. Here's the floater. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Bean passes to Day. Parker outside. And it's off the back rim, no good.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
Smith outside. Here's Lure. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 7th assist in the game.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Left side, Levine. Day kicks to Holiday. Pass to Day. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. That free throw good from Day.
Well, a big focus for the Pistons has been improving their shooting, and they've done it. Last season, the 5th best three-point percentage in the league.
Detroit's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Smith dishes to Galloway. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shoots. The offensive rebound, Pachulia. And he battles for the ball and gets the 2nd chance bucket. Pachulia's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Chicago has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Levine finds Parker. Here's Day. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Detroit's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lure against Parker. Pass to Galloway. There's the triple. But they get it back. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Galloway has got 5.
Excellent setup. Zaza Pachulia with good court awareness, making the extra pass.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Pistons, Johnson is out there with Kennard. Then it's Thomas. Then it's John Lure. And it's Calderon in at the point guard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Luke Kennard, the 12th pick in the 2017 draft out of Duke, an outstanding shooter and has a lot more to show in his game.
And Kennard, Smitty, went one pick in front of Rookie of the Year contender Donovan Mitchell. Some Piston fans ticked off about that.
Yeah, I understand. But he was top 20 in three-point percentage right out of the gates. It's not just about year one. I think Kennard has a chance to be good.
And Day gets it to go.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Detroit's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Calderon kicks to Johnson. NBA awards are voted on by broadcasters and writers around the NBA. Do you think that's the best way, Steve, to pick an MVP?
Well, I really think there's some kind of way you got to have players more involved, being able to come out and be able to pick the MVP, because these are the players that are going up against these guys. I also would love to see where we have more of the defensive player of the year.
That's good from Jackson. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Day, the pass to Felicio. Payne kicks to Day. Back to Payne. The pass to Day. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
As solid as he's been, they're still behind. He needs help.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
AI, Griff wants to grab an interview. You have a second?
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
Right this way.
What is up, Griff? How you doing, man?
AI, you really had a breakout game tonight. What would you say contributed most to your performance?
Well, you know, I've been working really hard in practice, and my teammates have been a really big help just, getting my game up to speed. I got a long way to go, but, it was nice to see some of that hard work pay off tonight.
Team player, of course. Probably would have preferred a different result, though.
Yeah, winning is always top priority, but my teammates know that, and it was great to be able to step up tonight. I just wish that we could have come out with that W.
Spoken like a true veteran. Thanks again, AI.
Sure thing. We good?
Yeah, we're good. You can head in.
All right, thanks, Charlie.